Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we're coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And we're going to spend a little time here in Douglas, Michigan, over by Saugatuck on the West Coast. And we have Bob Fish and, of course, Michelle Fish as adult supervision. It's good to have you here. How you doing, folks?
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be
Thanks.
here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And of course, Big B Bob, you will recognize from that moniker. And he is also, they are co-founders of One Big, BIGG Island in Space. And let's have a little explanation of what that is, folks.
Yeah,
You
I
go
can go.
first, babe.
All right, sure. Yeah, no, One Big Island in Space started in 2018, and it came about because of a white paper I read, which said that coffee producers were walking off their farms. And I was like, well, how could that be? I mean, coffee retail's been doing great here in the United States. Why would coffee producers be leaving? So we went to go visit our first farmer and our first farm in 2018. And what we discovered was that most often than not, 89% of the time, coffee producers were paid less than what it cost to produce their coffee. And they had to deal with like the complications of climate change. And so we decided to change our coffee buying model from one that was commodity based to one that would be considered direct trade, where we buy directly from farmers and eliminate as many of the middle people as possible and push that savings down to the producer, the coffee producer, so that they could be economically viable. And we said we would be 100% farm direct by 2028. And right now, as we sit here in 2025, we are over the 50% mark on that at millions of pounds.
Now we're looking for a very
So
particular kind of producer. It's the
Mhm.
part he left out. We've only got 6 minutes. I want to get it
Okay.
all in. We're looking
So no, I understand.
for producers that are already treating the planet right, their people right, and investing in their communities. We believe there are superheroes out there in the world, really doing the heavy lifting of making a difference in the world. What we do is we provide the marketplace at a fair price, along with a promise of a lifetime relationship.
Well, the beauty of this is by cutting that supply chain down, you can take what was spent in there, give it back to the grower, and still make your margin, which is important.
That's really important. It's a different way of looking through the business prism and understanding that all the stakeholders in the business model need to work. You need to be profitable in order for that supply chain to work. And we're just making sure that everybody in the supply chain, including us, the end user of coffee, can be profitable.
One of the beauties, and I have to ask you how you did this, is balancing your rapid growth, which is towards $1 billion right now, and still staying true to those values that you were founded on.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing that because we don't recognize that there's actually 24 hours in a day. We think that there's actually more hours, and that the idea that there's 24 hours in a day is fictitious. So, but no, we spend 200 days a year, Michelle and I do, as co-founders of One Big Island in Space, traveling. So we are in Central America, South America, Africa, Asia, 200 days of the year. And so thankfully, we've built a leadership team inside BIGGBY Coffee that is actually running the darn thing. And we get to be out there making these very personal, very productive, very life-changing relationships with coffee producers.
So what challenges, Michelle, you might chime in on this, what challenges and opportunities come with this kind of bold goal of reaching 100% farm direct?
Well, one of the biggest challenges at the moment are tariffs, because just as we come to some understanding with one particular producer that this is the appropriate price to pay them, their coffee might end up costing, if it's for Brazil, 50% more when it comes through the port. So trying to stay abreast of these sort of external factors is really tricky. Climate change is accelerating in coffee country, and we are finding even under with the best of intentions in the way people farm, if you don't get rain, your coffee will die. And if you can't irrigate because there's no groundwater to irrigate from, your coffee will die. So that is a challenge that the industry is facing writ large.
Well, at the end of the day, we're all contingent upon farmers, aren't we? Isn't that the
Yes.
truth?
That's
So
100%.
looking ahead now, we've got about a minute left. What role do you see, farmer health, community development, sustainability playing in this long-term success of your industry?
It's absolutely essential. I mean, without coffee producers, without coffee, we don't have an industry. So, we have to protect the source of our product and the people that grow it. And, writ large, I think that we need to respect the producers of this world, whether it's coffee or wheat or soybean or pigs, doesn't really matter. It's essential to supporting the world population, which was 4 billion when I was born and 8 billion today.
Wow. You really instigated population growth, I think. Bob Fish and Michelle Fish, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Co-founders of One Big BIGG Island in Space. Thanks for what you're doing, not only in business, but also for the planet. We appreciate it.
Roger that. Thank you.
Roger that.
We'll be right back. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.